Cool, everyone, welcome to the special stream of our game Polylithic, I believe it is. And this special stream will be full of new experiences. There will be two things. One of these will be a presentation about how we develop the visual style of that game, and the other one would be showing you the new stuff that we come up with and that you can. Some of them it's already in the game, and some of them will be released like this week. So lots of cool stuff, and just let me know if everything is fine now. I don't see myself, but that's probably a good thing, I guess. Oh, I can fix it. So, okay, you should see myself as well. I'm testing your patience here, right? Perfect. That's what we love to do. Testing your patience with our creations. Okay, let's start. I would say, like, the game is more interesting, right, than the presentation. So let's start with it. You should see it. And let me go through the new stuff that we added and that you can expect in the new build. Also, I need to mention again that during this presentation I will stream a code for our game that you can get for free. It will be just up to you if you will be quick enough. So yeah, let's do this. Do you hear everything correct? I hope you do. And we will skip the intro. You already seen the intro multiple times, I imagine. And yeah, that's our game, and it starts lovely. You see basically nothing except one big tree in the middle of camera, and then just like a big face of the hut. And we thought ourselves this is the perfect start, because like the player would be quite confused what to do, right? If you don't know our game already, like you are lost from the start, and that's how we do the games. So if you manage to get out of the tent like I've did, and I control the camera with the right button, you will be stuck in like trying to get out of the hut. So yeah, yes, like there are like obstacle per obstacle just when you begin the game. But we are not here like to show you like how the game is played or explain the quest or tutorial. We can do that if you are interested, but I would very much rather focus on the new stuff and the era stuff, the second era stuff, the building, most and foremost. And I would love to also share with you our ideas and thoughts about like what we are working right now. Oh, yeah, but I would really much do that, but I don't know how to. Yeah. Uh, Let me give a moment. Just. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how we do the things around here. We are streaming whole stuff. One thing I can do for sure, it's like lower the resolutions. Maybe it will help. Sorry for everything. As I said, I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, this is everything I can do right now. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Uh, yeah. So let's do this and uh, do you have any questions before I start? Hello and welcome again, like the ones that are just joined. We just started, and yeah, welcome. Sorry for the troubles in the start. It's always like this with me. Uh, yeah, uh, you already know by then. But we should be ready and prepared for the showing you the new stuff in the game. Oh, what was that? What was that? Yeah, actually we are not using OBS. That we are using Twitch software. So yeah, as you can see, I'm a developer. I can hack the game, and I will do it right now. So I have everything prepared because like otherwise it could take for long and it will be not that much fun showing me how gathering all the resources we will need. So yeah, but as you can see, there is a lot of new stuff around here. So I will show you how, and those stuff are already accessible to you. Yeah, okay. Just my friend just told me that I have camera in the middle of the window. That's how it is. That's how we do the stuff around here. Sorry, but let me prepare all the stuff we will need and to create some awesome looking building. Yeah, I believe I probably have everything I needed right now. So let's go and let's find a good space for ourselves to start building. And as you can see, my favorite place to build is somewhere in the middle of the field with bisons or around the monument. But I forget to do one thing that we might get to back to it. You've seen that in the recent update we added a lot of new stuff, and some of these were new quest lines and new NPCs that will guide you through the world. So, the shaman is not here alone. I will just start a fire and see what will happen. And okay, it seems that it's starting to rain, and that's a great segue for a building. We should build ourselves a proper new house. Just remind you that you will unlock this stuff in the second era. That means after you finished all the migration stuff, and all of these are still in beta, and it's just heavily in progress. So sorry if anything like it's not up to your liking. But here in the monument, we already see there is someone new, and it's our lovely warrior, and he has some cool quest for us that we will not do, but he basically teach you how to hunt, and there are some fun boss fights with this. But yeah, this area seems like a perfect for starting to building a village, or even better, I believe, like if I'm not mistaken, there is a good place here that you will have like camp after the first migration. So let's do it here. We will see what happens. So The way how the building is working right now in the current build is that because the terrain is quite different on some places, you always need to start with the platforms, right? So I have the platform already crafted, already created here, and I can decide where I can put the platform. But also I can rotate it. I can change the variant. So basically the way how it looks uh, with the tab. And the cool thing is that if I hold shift, I can select how much deep or height I want the platform to be. So just start with the basic stuff and we will improve it later. So yeah, I'm putting my set of platforms. You can see that they are snapping, quite cool, I would say. And here was our like new hand model, so it's a little bit more visible. And as you can see, we have a locking function in the game, so no need for actually like missing the animal. I just have the worst weapon for hunt, that's hammer, but okay, never mind. Let's let's keep the fellow chicken alive and let's build something. The other cool thing that you can do is actually use your tribe members to help you, right? You don't need to do everything yourself, even if they are still not the brightest tool in the shed, and we are still working on improving their AI. Hey fellow, like where do you go? Yeah, he's going for a camp, but I need you to assist me, and you will be working, and I give you a tool for that. That's always a full thing that you need to do. You need to give the NPCs the proper tools so they can like proper work or hunt or do anything. And now you can see that he started to help me, and that's good because it won't take that much time. The new thing that we will be needed is some cool stairs. Again, you can change the variant. We have now the edge one, the round one. As you can see, there are lots, but we will use just the proper ones. And yeah, help me, man. Like, don't let me do everything myself. Yeah. Hey. So now I can like when the platform is ready and you can be creative with it, like we were able to build a whole pyramid with it because you can like put a platform on top of the platform. We added the walls and we have two versions of walls. One is the straight, one is the round. And the good thing again is that you can switch the variants. So we have like door variant. Newly in the new build we have also even if we were like really hesitant to add them there since we haven't seen that many like prehistoric windows or like this new Neolithic era like building stuff. We added them just for fun, just for variations, and now I should probably start working on my cool little house. Yeah, as you can see, it's raining inside. That's why, because we don't have a roof yet. And again with the roof we have two variants for that, and creating roof are pretty simple right now. You can just drag them and create them. We have also this special chunk of lighting that you can put in the middle. Yeah. And yeah, I should probably finish the walls. And as you can see, this is just the most basic, boring ass building, but I believe you can create way more interesting stuff than me on the stream. It's getting dark, so I will use my magic fingers to change the date again. Just to make everything a little bit more visible. Okay. And the last part is here. You can still work on it. And the cool thing about the roof is that they are adjusting based on if it's on the edge or if there is a door. There are like more variation to it, so the buildings always look nice, I would say. Now I'm thinking about like expanding about all of this. So I will try to create the new platforms and try to use the more interesting ones, just for fun. Yeah, probably like so. And let's build this. So while I'm playing, do you have any questions about the game, about the development and so on? Please let me know. I will try to answer the best. Now I'm just like showing you new modular building and modular stuff that we are working and adding to the newest versions of our game that you can already try. I will do the doors here as well, I guess. And let's use a window here. Window there. You can see that the tiles are also automatically turning. Okay, I have so many new chats here, but I haven't seen this. Sorry. Okay, okay. Yeah. It's not a problem like to build during the night. You just have to prepare, like set the fires. We have like two ways how to do that. We have these torches, like three ways actually. We have this fireplace, we have the torch, and we also have the standing, like static torches that you can set around the house to make yourself safe from the predators. Oh, cool. So this should be working. Yeah, cool. And let's try to use the another variant of the roof. As you can see, it's looking quite nice, and it also changed around these doors, and hopefully it it will work and I can finish the building all of this. You can even like build higher buildings actually, like a little bit. We allow for, now we have like 3 tiles there, we allow for 5 for the base foundation of the height. We just haven't really, or didn't really want to add like ability to add floors, since those buildings did not look like that. Okay, I believe I will need one more tile here. Or do I? Yeah, this could work. Yes. Okay, I'm hungry again. Like, the thing that with the hunger is that if you eat more variety food, like if you eat more than one, you will be like not hungry for way longer, and also there are like different type of food brings you different value of being full. So I should probably eat some steak, and this should solve all of my issues right now. What else? Let's finish the building. I believe it looks quite alright, and for the most part. I'm just curious if I can build the window here. Okay, I can. And as you can see, the tribe members can't build the higher stuff. We are still working on that part and balancing everything out. And you should be seen in the middle of the house. And we just prepare some new stuff that you can actually put into it, so it's more like interesting and you can make fun with it actually. So let's see what we are adding right now. I have here some shelves, some benches, some workstations, some chairs. It will be much more in the end. This is just like a beta build, so let me just see what else I can add. I have basket here, torch would be also great, and I need a fireplace for sure. Let me check again the messages. Yeah, thank you Tarox for like taking care of those. But again, if you have any question, just let me know. I will try to answer it. So I can put a fireplace inside the house. I can lit it up and make the interior a lot more like cozy, I guess. Later on you will be able to add different source of lights. So yeah, this is like new furnace that I can't light right now, but that would be possible. There are also these shelves, and hopefully there will be more variations of those. I've promised that there are some workstations, some chairs. Also, there will be more variations with this. And what else? Yeah, the shelf would be like I would be able to put on the wall just so that's now in progress. And as you can see, there are some baskets that I can put around. And yeah, it's just like showing you the new stuff. We also want to add like some trophies that you will be able to gather and make your like space much more cozier. Oh man, please, just go home. I don't want to have you around anymore. And like hopefully there will be a lot more interesting stuff. Also, when we get to the actual proper village building, yeah, I have full inventory already. There will be like these different set of houses that you can build and assign the tri members to it. You can build like these houses for like living, but also like some storage houses for farming and some houses for elders and so on. So that's what we are also working in, like the ideas and the game design about whole like the village stuff. I can put a bed here. For now it's just this. Okay. I don't have that and I don't care about it that much, honestly. So the couple last thing I will build is this storage. And now I will go outside. And see my creation in all of its glory in the perfect weather again. We also added, as you can see, this hall. It's not working properly right now, but the idea here is that you will be able to start farming with it once you find the wild wheat outside. And you will assign the tri members to the farms so they can take care of it, bring water there and so on. And you can also gather the wheat when it will be grown up. Wood pillars. Which wood pillars do you mean, Terox? Please let me know. Yeah, no, the poor guy wasn't helping at all. But we will for sure check on him, how he's doing, for sure. I will just show you the stuff that's already there in the game for a long time now, and those are the fences. And we can build some fences around the farm. Also one cool thing that I forget to do or show you, is that you can change level up the terrain, and you can do it quite for some time as well. For that I need the shovel. And so yeah, as you can see, I'm throwing everything away because I didn't build a proper storage or anything, but that will be fixed quite shortly. So yeah, we have a shovel in the game somewhere, hopefully. Oh, here it is. We have it. Perfect. And we have the night again. No, that was just one big cloud. So yeah, I can put all of my like building stuff here since I will not need them anymore. Yeah. And so this I might use. Don't need you. Sorry. And yeah. Again, the night is here, so I will improve it a little bit. So here is the shovel, and you can actually like. I don't like this part that it's too much up. So yeah, I can even lower it, and if I hold the shift, I can change the terrain. For now, it's without the animations, but we will edit for sure. But yeah, feel free to do some cool terrain changes with it. It looks horrible, but it's mine, and that what counts. Someone see you. Okay, let's use the obliterator, or I don't know who picked this stupid name, but it's a really fun weapon, to be honest. And I might save the game before I doing I will do this because I kind of like what I've built. So yeah, let me save the game. You are actually, you should be like you should be able to save the game with the bed, but for now I will just save it. Right, so I'm looking for an automatic save here. Hey fellows, what are you doing here? So yeah, as we added the new kind of buildings here, we also added new ways how to destroy them. So because it's always a fun, right? So you can like try to tame the mammoth or bisons, and they can do the work for you. But for now, I will just show you. Okay. How the obliterator is strong or not strong, depends who you ask. Destroy this. Okay, as you can see, there's also like some tweaks needed. Some of these things, okay, I see, like the new chunks are not like destroyable yet. We will fix this before the release. But yeah, it should be fully destroyable. Just these damn windows are breaking all of this illusion. That's because I have like the development in process built. It should be fine on your end. One thing more I want to show you actually is one other NPCs that you might find in the game. And we can talk about the stuff that we are like planning to introduce. For the first era, we are looking in the way how we can like better the experience, how we can like improve the tutorial. Oh, he's the fellow. he, he never made it to the camp, but he's still alive, and that's what counts, I guess. And yeah, and here we can see new friend along the campsite. He's called Stugla, and he comes from really far away from our first game called FFF. So everyone who didn't play it, that's you know him, and he has some actually funny quest for you, so you can explore it in more. So back for the first era, we are actually thinking about like improving the beginning of the game for sure, and some mechanics and level design, but also we want to add one more thing, because when we were starting like developing the second era, and it's about like the farming and taming the animals, breeding and building the proper village, we found one animal that we thought would be perfect for the first era, that you can actually tame already here, and it would be the first prehistoric dog or wolf that you will find in the wilderness. Actually, the elder or shaman will give you the task, the quest, like to find this weird wolf that is behaving differently, and based on how you approach him, and like you can start giving him food and take care of him, he might actually join you later on and be your like pet that you can take care of, and he will help you with in the fights, like guarding you and letting you know that there is some animals nearby. So we thought this could be something like really fun, like having your own wolf or dog in this first era. Yeah, and also we will like add like in the second era there will be these aurors. Those are basically the cows that you can use for meat and milk, and you will have these chicken pens for hens, and you will be able to build stuff for your animals. Uh, so that's just me showing you just briefly some cool new stuff that are in the game. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope I didn't forget about some important stuff. We are also like developing sandbox mode as we speak, because we feel that some of you would like it, like playing the game without all of these hunger stuff and about the quest, just like proper like building stuff and play with the game. Yeah, we thought it would be Chihuahua. It could be fun if you like start with the proper like really big prehistoric wolf, and while you will be taming here and taking care of it, the more you level up the dog, it will become less less threatening, and it will end like just Pygol or Chihuahua. Exactly, exactly. Uh, yeah, we are also in process or redoing some of these animals, because when we I can show you that you've probably seen that when we for fun added the new mammoth ears. We just discovered that everyone was like, yeah, that's better. and it was just a way for us to make fun of the palwords, like these fellows. Uh, so we thought ourselves, oh, it seems that our like mom of our like sucks. So yeah, we are planning to change some of these models and animations of some animals to make them basically. Oh shoot! I forget I have obliteration on me. Oh, that's so sad. Anyways, let's get to the another stuff. Uh, you can always like read about the changes. Oh, one funny thing that I would love to show you, uh, or you can check them for yourself. Are these? Yeah, those birds that are hiding in the bushes, and you can scare them. But yeah, you can go through the list of the changes. We are like adding new stuff every week. We are also having this on our Discord or Steam page. What's the time? What's the time? Okay, I believe we have time. So let me share a presentation that I've prepared for you about like how we develop the visual style of the Polylithic. Okay, so let's start with it. Some real quote that I for sure didn't make up. Yeah, but it's true. Like making game is hard, like a lot hard. And the problem is that like there is indie, and that's everyone with a computer at home. And then there are like the 2As or AAA studios with like hundreds of million for marketing and with hundreds of professionals. And then that's you, and you are this like the small cat in between. And what can you do is like you can use actually a couple things. And today I want to talk about the visual style of a game, but for sure there are like more ways how you can like succeed. You can do a good work and good pre-production and know your audience, and you can prepare for it. You can also be clever at marketing or game design. But for now, let's just talk today talk about the visual style of the games, because that's the only thing I know apparently. uh, why is the visual style of the game good for, and how it can help you? It actually can attract anyone that sees your game and brings attention. And so that's like the first great step. If anyone is interesting, it could be like it's always like how the game looks, and then it's how it plays. But it can also help you to differentiate yourself in this big pool of thousands of games being released every year. And yeah, and it can also help you to sell it. I've just chosen like three different games that I believe has like strong visual style. One of them are the Samoros, that's the Czech game. The other is in production now. It's also a Czech game, but like the girl that is making the game with her husband is promoting it and making it known by the fact she is using this method of actually creating it from, I don't know how it's called in English, but you can see it like she can eat it. I don't know. And then there's Firewatch and also Limbo inside. Great, great. I don't know, Grease or Blasphemous. But Blasphemous seems a little bit close to Scorn, for example. That could be also a game with like distinct visual style. There are, for sure, there are many more. But let's talk about like the game dev right now. Like the good visual style is like it's good, good starting point. But you also need to have amazing game like it, and those are like three examples of the games I believe are with distinct visual style, but also like great games and great like game design. Dave the Diver, or the Disco Elysium, or the Hades. Like you probably know all of them, and that's just because like it's there is too much already, and it's hard to convince your user to play your game. So that's why the visual style is not everything. Again, you need to have good game and great game, amazing game, and great marketing. If I want to talk about the production of the game, it's basically like for like really quickly there are like way more like phases than that. But just for our point of like working on Polylithic, there is the pre-production phase that is really important, and you can spend years preparing yourself and the team for actually production. In pre-production, you are doing all the tests and analysis of the user base and budgeting, and also like finding the good topic for your creation. Then there is production, and then there is a post-production after you launch the game. It never ends with the launching your game. You need to fix the stuff, and you can also, if the game is successful, do the DLCs and like work on it. So when we set up to create a game, we told ourselves, hey, the best way for us is just to mix everything we like created so far. And the first idea was even like not create a game. We just wanted to test if it's even possible. Like we are doing all of these assets that you can like use for your creation, but like we didn't know ourselves like if you can actually build a whole game out of it. And we thought ourselves it would be nice to like try it and see the problems and fix the stuff and improve everything for everyone. So that was our line of thinking, and it was pretty damn stupid, because like if you working on the game, it's mostly like years of hard work, and you need to have like better plan than this. So when we create the cake, it's like when we put and mix everything together, we got this prehistory game cake, right? And if you think about the prehistoric stuff by then, and the visual style of like whole prehistoric era, there is one common thing, and that's brown color. Everything is brown, 3D realistic, dirty, and yeah, like this. So we told ourselves, hey, let's do complete opposite of that. Like, let's bring the saturation bar in the Photoshop and make it as saturated so your eyes bleed. And we did exactly that. And it was our way how to make things interesting and how make things new. And I also like when you are working on the game and you are the indie. We are not talking about like we are really tiny team of amateurs that are doing the game development in their spare time mostly. So we need to work smart and hard. Basically, it's game dev. But one thing, how we like funding our creation so far was selling the assets. That's our way how to do it and be independent. So we have to develop a new model spec that you can also use with these prehistoric models. So we created a polyuniversal pack, and we also have to create a new crafting system for our game because we wanted to create this crafting survival community manager stuff. And these two things help us to generate enough funding to keep working on the game for nearly 3 years. And the other stuff was that I know that when we started, we were just three guys. And it seems that I will be the only one doing all the graphics. So, and I just didn't want to like spend weeks on Mars or creating proper like logos and so on, because first thing I don't like it. This kind of stuff, and the other thing was we didn't have time. We need to focus on our assets. So I found a pretty good looking font and I licensed it. I licensed it for the game. I spoke with this creator of it and I paid him so I would be able to use it anywhere. And I also, before everything like was done, for any single line of code, I've created this visual just using the assets we have by that time, because it's hard like to explain your team what kind of game you are going to be working on without anything. So I created this and I try to set the mood, set the colors and so on. Yeah, games are hard to make. Thank you very much. And just by having that, I can already like start like the Steam page, or I have a proper game because I can put the logo and the visuals together, and it seems like a real project. And if you've seen like the most important like thing, it would be this main store capsule, because this is the image that will everybody sees. That's how your game is presented. And I believe we can do it a little bit better, and we will probably update the graphic when the second era comes. Like make everything look way cooler. But you need like the title to be readable, and your users need to know what kind of game is it. Okay, so yeah, that was the start, and then we start creating some assets, and that's the only thing that we are good in. Our team like created this research. We are using the pure ref create tool for just putting your images out there, and we start working on the polyuniversal pack and developing the visual style. And as we already spoke that we did not have much time, so we try to keep the things as modular as it can be, so you can combine different models with each other and have multiple things. Here you can see that initially we have just only 8 characters, but just by switching this atlas texture that we are using or shaders, you have hundreds of them. And yeah, and there are new icons, more and more. One thing I need to check, because someone is constantly writing me. I just need to check that I'm not fucking up. Okay, seems that not. Uh, okay, let's see the chat. I'm just getting my first game on Steam for playtesting. Uh, okay, thank you very much. I know it's challenging for us. It was like when we first saw all these banners and all of these things that you have to create with for ourselves. Why? Why? Like before, I was doing some mobile games, and usually the store works that you prepare 5 screenshots and that's it. Like icon of the app, and it can generate everything out of these like screenshots. But here, like Steam is a different beast. But from what I've heard, it's way easier to publish game in Steam than on consoles. So it could be even worse if that helps. There is a lot. There is a lot you can create, but there are some PSD templates that you can leverage. So again, focus on your capsules, focus on this kind of stuff. Those can be also improved while you are preparing the game and before you launch for sure. So you don't need to stress it that much. Here are again like the stuff we were creating now, and like different modular variants, and we want to have our stuff also breakable, so we did like these stages breakable things. Also like the trees have like different breakable stages, and the way how we wanted to differentiate our look and look of our like stuff that we have on the asset store from this regular like simple low poly aesthetic that you're using just color. We wanted to do something more interesting, so Tarox, our like technical artist and designer, created those cool materials, and we are using the normals with the combination of the color to make it pop. Yeah, that's it. And when we put all this amazing graphic like together, and we created the first build, we told ourselves, wow, that's actually really bad. That suck ass. Like that's horrible. And yeah, and then we figured it out that we either need like to level design and make everything ourselves by hand, or we need to come up with some clever like generation stuff, and that's also Tarox things. So we develop a system when game designer just show us this stupid little map using free version of map generator online on the web, and we were able to convert it to these kind of maps, and using blend-trick geometric nodes, bring the stuff over to Unity using B engine, and combining with Unity Map Magic, we were able to generate all of this with the code. That's the good thing about this, that we now later on in the future can generate any kind of type of map, and that's what we always wanted to do, the never ending, like always new different type of scenario. And if this sounds like a madness to you, it is. It's basically like nobody else understand what the fuck is happening other than the like Tarox. So yeah. And with using his system, you can actually see that the nature is looking good, and it's still like handleable by like really tiny team of people. Basically just Tarox is doing all of the level designs, and here you can see some notes for some particle part of, like, it could be just the generation of mushrooms, or I don't know. Yeah, we are using HDRP, and now you can see what happened. like the game started to look way better, way more interesting, and it's also and using this system also allow us to make us these particle special places that are hidden with us, so we can stick this part of area uh, and don't generate it, but also allows for the other place to be like automatically created out of the thin air. One big thing that is also part of our visual style are the weather system and the particles and the VFX we are using, again made by Tarox, and they are the most amazing things I've seen in the low poly kind of aesthetic game. Like we have this thunder, we have this lightning, we have like leaf particles if you run through the bushes, and you can see the weather is quite changing the overall look and feel of the game, and we are still working on that. Also, it's made possible by our one of the programmers called Tomasz, that also created all of these settings that are just crazy. Like we have like these, not just the basic ones, but we have like latitude, day of the year, type of the we have like 10 version of clouds. Yeah, I believe this kind of stuff makes our game way interesting, way like different from these regular static games. Yeah, low poly Valheim. Like, yeah, that's true. Uh, we think that Valheim is a really great game, and I personally spent 5 minutes playing it. But uh, yeah, that's we like our game designer were also inspired by it. But what we are trying now is find a way how to differentiate our game, since like Valheim is so so big and also developed for like years and years with a really skilled team, and we want to bring something new and fresh to the table. So we have these eras different, we have this migration stuff, and we want to focus more on the strategy aspect of the game, having the tribe members and having this community management stuff there as well. uh, yeah, if anyone says that we look like a better graphic than Valheim, that's that's simply not true, because Valheim is just amazing, like a visual style. But we are trying our best, like and trying to develop our own thing and finding our own style. Here you can see all these particles and different kind of settings. Like in the night, we find out that it's too dark, so Tarox sends like created these like little lights and light bugs around, and also you are able to build this fire stuff. And the another aspect of the game are the icons for sure. And when we have all the models already created, it was quite easy, like just to render them out with proper lighting and make them look good. And like the hard thing about all of this is just to make the icons look different from each other, and sometimes I must confess we are failing, and sometimes like I create icon that is confusing for everyone, but we are trying to use different shapes, different colors, and like yeah, to do it. Also, one big part of every all the experience, it's the UI. And again, like the thinking behind it is was like let's do something completely like different and opposite from what others are expecting, like this realistic, like dirty UI. We just use like as minimalistic as clean thing as possible. Here you can see actually the screenshot of my guidelines that I've created for all team. So they exactly know how the icons works, how are the different stages look. I've tried to put everything down, so there is just like, so we need to redo it like 10 times only. But to be fair, it's also like when you develop the game, you are also often like change the stuff, and I fucked up like these UIs quite few times, and I had to like redo everything because it was just not working. So maybe my advice would be just keep it minimal, just keep it like so it works, and then you can polish the details later. So now I used to be the guy that was like, hey, you are using like wrong size of the font. It should be 12 and it's 13. But now, if the font is all right, I don't care about the color, size, shape, or anything. Uh, Here you can see more screens from these guidelines I've created. Yeah, and when I did everything, I told myself, no, not at all. I made like all of this, and I told myself, wow, that's a lot of UIs. I believe I am done here. Uh, Hooray! And yeah, then we developed the game, and it's starting to be even like more. And now like it's like triple the time, and I know that like this is like never-ending task. Uh, Also, if you are like want to use the controllers and you want like your icons to look like with your Visual Star to work, you will probably have to create all of these keys and icons for like every different like control input, and it, it's a lot. Like, and also we are thinking about the motion, about like the animation while we are creating the UI. Sometimes it's good like to create like video in After Effects just to show how this will work. We didn't have the time, but here are like some particles that we are using in UIs. And yeah, also like one important aspect of our game are like these promo materials and videos, and here I just have like something that I want to share with you, and it's a storyboard for our story trailer. And it started with the poem that our writer also Thomas did for us. And as you can see, it's just a paper and pencil, and I sketch up everything so we have proper like understanding how the scenes could look like when we will be building them in 3D, and so we can like talk about them more. And here are like the final images that we made with Xerox again together. We were able to work quite quickly here. It was before our like presentation on the first of our conferences, and we have like 1 week to create the whole thing. And I believe we quite like succeed in that time we had. Like the good thing was that we were able to get in the IGN with this like trial teaser stuff, and the game got quite exposure uh, because of it. So yeah, that's the final product. Also, I wanted to show just other like visual aspect of game making that you might be creating if you are, for example, attending the conferences. So here are some statues and business cards, stickers, everything you can came up with. And here you can see how it's like work everything like together. We also developed this like 3D printed statue that Starks created, and my friend from school help us to print it out and paint it like so. Unfortunately, I have it here, but since we have it together in a lot of these conferences, the Mammoth now doesn't have like the tasks anymore. There are some other things like missings, but I would say it's still amazing. I like it quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah, okay, the saber tooth is going to fall down. But so yeah, so lots of like things around it, and also I have some like visual presentation that you need to create for like the publishers and like investors to showcase how you're gonna build the game. And here are some social graphics and social promos that you later on also need. And if everything comes together good, maybe like the game you are creating for a brief moment will be like in the popular upcoming games on Steam. It also happened that now there are like 10 people on stream, but when we were like streaming the Polylithic on Steam, there were around like 3,000 people. That was quite a lot. And also some other YouTubers are like creating the graphics with your game, and that's the most awesome thing ever, with the good reviews and good like feedback. And it's not the end. Okay. I have one last slide here, and it seems that the Steam is a little bit slow. Just let me know if you see it. Okay. And yeah, please be quick. That's the key for a game. And yeah, thank you very much for listening, for being here. And if you have any other like questions or ideas, please let us know on our Discord. We are pretty active there. We are still like trying to improve the game and make it better for everyone that helped us by just getting the game or writing us like good review. We know that it's a lot of work ahead of us. We just hired a new game designer that is like working on the game and helping us to make it more enjoyable from the gameplay perspective. And I believe like we have like some amazing stuff like stored for you for the future. I'm really looking forward to that dog or the farming stuff, and I believe it will be amazing. So yeah, thank you very much. We also released some new stickers and like graphics that you can get on Steam. And thank you for watching, and let me know if that was something interesting, like seeing how we were thinking about the visual style, and if we should like do something like that in the future. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here, Larantir. Fuck me. Yeah, I really enjoy your support and like all of your messages. They help me to like survive this theorem. Also, one funny thing was like when we like release the Polylithic, we just start to sing like the YouTubers like sharing it, and I want to show you something that I feel it's pretty like we have like something like this. Yeah, and then like it was interesting how everyone was like like saying the Polylithic. We learn how like Polylithic is in the Japan. It's Polylithic. We learn how it's in like Spain or France. So yeah, that's also fun because the name is the worst. The name is really hard for everyone to like just like pronounce. Again, like it's one of the things that you can fix in pre-production before you decide to make a game. You need to think hard about it, about the name, about the genre. And back then, like this, like 3 years ago, when we started to doing this, there was not that many survival games out there, and there was for sure no prehistoric ones. But like sometimes you just need to have the crystal ball and expect the future. And yeah, there is way more nowadays. But we will still like try to find our like special spot and what's make I believe like the visual style makes the game interesting, and also we want to add some fun mechanics and yeah. Polyheim, yeah, that would bring some like trial for us for sure. I think that like people will hate us even more. Like it was actually like pretty fun when we were launching on this IGN, and like IGN has its own community. It seems like they are not that positive as the other ones because like when some like we managed to get played by some bigger names like Raptor, and everyone was there was like, hey, that's amazing, like I want to play this game. But in IGN everyone was like, oh, that's a rip-off, that's shovelware, that's just the worst looking game ever. Like they just like stole the assets from like Cinti and create their game out of it. And it was so depressing, like because on the one hand we were quite happy that we managed to get there, but then like all these like Game Boy comments were pretty rough. Yeah. So yeah, again, thank you for watching, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I will end with one funny story. We were showing this game like in December, I believe, in one event, like local event in Prague. And as you can see, we have like this roll up here. Like, I hope it will not fall. But you see the colors there, right? And it was exactly the week when the GTA 6 trial launch, like this week. So we showed the game like 2 days after the trial comes out, and there was one guy that actually like pretty seriously came to us and asked us, so, like why we are ripping off the visual style of GTA 6 with this like game and graphics. And we were like, man, you actually like we are actually working years on this, like it takes quite like more time than 2 days to create this like whole game. God damn it. And then he has like lots of like these things that he didn't like. So I asked him like, hey, thank you for the feedback, and which game are you creating? Like because that was conference for developers, and he was like, nah, I haven't created any game yet. So yeah. Yeah. But the other good thing was that we actually met one guy from Rockstar there that was working on GTA 6, and he was like, Wow, guys, you had like amazing UIs, and he really liked the whole crafting wheel stuff. And like he came back even like to talk with me, and he was so amazing. So as you can see, like the pros and the guys that really know something are like the most sweet and most understanding guys. And I I told him that I love your games, and we like created this wheel out of the inspiration from GTA actually, and he was like, "That's cool," because I really like. So yeah, actually like the game devs are the most amazing people I know. It's just like sometimes the players don't see all the work, and that's why it's always like good to start to try do something yourself. You will like appreciate it, the games way more. Yeah. So if that's everything, thank you for listening, and yeah, see you hopefully sooner than in half year. Bye.